Hey, we have such great conversations when OBG70, Zaxx and I do live streams and have special guests. Not everybody wants to sit through almost 4 hours of live streams, so I'm picking out some really great parts to share in snack-sized bites. Hail to you, Lyle Hammock, a loyal supporter of this channel, has been here from the very first live stream. Truly great stories can be enjoyed by all my entire family, including my 3 siblings. Watch Lord of the Rings Extended. Yes, Lord of the Rings Extended, very important. Every Christmas for the last 19 years.
Has it really been that long?
It's crazy. The first movie came out 20 years ago, and I think it is going to be I think it's November or December, it will be 20 years since The Two Towers came out. But let me finish the super chat. They watched Lord of the Rings Extended every Christmas for the last 19 years, and I just introduced it to my twin cousins who are 13, and they are riveted. And on the super chat is cut off, of course. They are riveted. We are doing Two Towers this week. Hail to you, Lyle Hammock. It's true. Every week I find myself watching something, one of the Lord of the Rings movies, whether it's The Two Towers or Return of the King or Fellowship. It's just want to put it on, because what I'll do is I'll go look at Amazon and I'll be like, is there anything I want to watch? And it's like, not really.
Wheel of Time. You know? And then, Wheel of Time. How do you...
No. And then don't even get me started on Netflix. I mean, I don't know what it is, but like I have a grudge against Netflix now. Like, not a lot out there. I mean, Arcane is pretty good. My better half canceled her subscription this week to both Amazon and Netflix now, and because she had her own. And we don't watch a lot of either of those. We watch a lot of YouTube. I don't know. I just The Lord of the Rings is somehow 20 years old, and yet it looked 5 times better than Wheel of Time on Amazon. I think the Lord of the Rings trilogy looks better than Disney Star Wars. I think it looks better than the Marvel Disney Plus things that are out there. You guys in chat, Nick, where are you at with Lord of the Rings, the Lord of the Rings trilogy? Mike, Zaxx, just freeform this thing, and you know where I'm going to lead into after that.
I have the extended editions of all of them, including The Hobbit, and I actually very much appreciate the extended editions. No, you have to get the extended editions. I know a lot of people, complain about the length and everything, but I don't know, just to me, the extended editions have better pacing, if you know what I mean.
It's the Kama Sutra of the Peter Jackson trilogy. It's taking your time, making sweet love to that story. And that's why I like the extended additions to those movies. I really do.
No, because it's definitely a world you want more of.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get more of it.
Well, speaking of the trilogy and getting more, we were talking about watching things with your kids, and my 17-year-old does ask every year to watch the extended trilogy, Lord of the Rings, again and again. And that's what he wants to watch. So he doesn't want to see the new Star Wars stuff, but he does want to go back and watch that every year. And it's like clockwork almost. He starts looking at the Blu-rays and he's like, maybe we start watching this again. And then within a week,
that's amazing.
Yeah, my daughter and I watch it every Christmas break.
It's so cool.
But think about that. This is and we've talked about it in the show already. This is the demographic. Exactly. A 17-year-old that all of these corporations, whether it be Disney or Marvel Studios within Disney or Paramount Plus or Amazon, that they think they have to make these properties into something they're not, because the only way they are going to reach the audience is to make sure that everybody out there has a big asterisk by it, has to look different. It has to be different. It has to be modernized. It has to be more accessible. It has to be more relatable. It has to mirror the politics and the agendas that we're seeing current year for the primary viewing audience, which is the 18 to 24, 49 demographic to get into. And now a lot of us on this chat on the panel tonight, we're older than 40. I'm older than 50, and Mike is too. But and people will say, well, you're just too old and it's not made for you, and whatever it is. But to hear that there are teenagers, and not just boys but girls too, that aren't into this stuff and they reject it, I think these corporations, they can play this game of denial all they want, but the things they're making don't have legs. And if you're going to watch something over and over and over again, and I forget what the full viewing time is for the Lord of the Rings on the extended, isn't it something like 11 hours, 9 hours at least? To have teenagers spend that amount of time to want to watch that in 2022, I don't know what why you can't see that. Just stick with that winning formula of being true to the source material, that you should go with that. Like Mike, I know you have 2 daughters, I thought, or 1 daughter.
Yes.
That I know of. What is her posture? What is her place on some of these things? Like Lord of the Rings, is she into it? I know she's out on Book of Boba Fett. We talked about that last week.
She loves Lord of the Rings, all that. Like I said, we have this yearly thing where we have to watch the entire trilogy again and again, the extended version, of course. And left to her own devices, she's a book reader for Wheel of Time and bailed on it after, I think, episode 4. She couldn't go any further. Book of Boba Fett, same thing. I think she got to... Actually, I told her if she likes The Mandalorian, she should watch episode 5. So I think she did watch episode 5. But that's it. And she's just not interested. And before, she would be like, can we watch this? Can we watch this? Can we watch this? We have time. Can you put it up on the big TV? And now I have to go and find her and ask her, did you watch this? Have you watched it? Are you going to watch it? No. I don't think so. And that's where it's at. Anything, she does like Marvel. She's a huge Marvel fan, but none of the newer stuff. She likes Spider-Man, the latest Spider-Man. That was it. But like the Eternals and the 10 Rings and all that, no interest at all in any of that stuff. So.
Well, she's not alone in that. she's not alone in that.
The reason I know this is I don't go and like tell her what to think, and nor do I go and pressure her on it. I simply stand passively by and wait for her to come to me and say, can you take me to see this movie? Can we buy this movie or rent this movie or whatever? It doesn't happen. It used to happen, not anymore. She's out.
Has ever. This is Salty Texas C. I am Corey DB. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you've seen and heard, please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you on board. That way and we have things like live streams, which we are now going to be doing every Tuesday evening. Take care. I hope you're having a great 2022.